y'all. Hey, y'all. Get your black ass up. Get your black ass up. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, y'all. Sorry I'm late. Sorry I am late. Sorry I am late this morning. How's everybody doing? Hope y'all doing well. Hope y'all are doing good. We good. We good and good. Huh? Are we good and good? Huh? Are we good and good this morning? Good morning, y'all. I'm late. Got a lot of shit going on in my life. You understand? Good morning. How's everybody doing? How y'all doing this morning? Hey, Nicole. Hey, Charlene. Hey, Kat. Destiny. What's going on? What's up, Destiny? Good morning. How you doing this morning? Dominique, Nicole, Tanisha, Abney, what it do? It is 9:03 in the morning time. Joe Clair is live. Get your black ass up this morning. Hope y'all are doing well. Get your black ass up and Google it, bitch. William Fry, what it do? Google it, bitch. Google it, bitch. Anyway, good morning, y'all. Hope you're doing well. Comedy show tickets go on sale next week. They go on sale next week. I need to holler at when y'all tell me when Jimmy Thomas coming on in here. I got to talk to Jimmy about his coffee order. I've been getting I had to go deep into the inner workings of the Percolator coffee company. You understand? And find out what was going on with people's orders that was all messed up and fucked up. It's 9:05 in the morning, and I'm getting to the bottom of it. Heads are rolling. People is getting fired. Tiger Woods for the win. What up, Aunt Mo? How you doing this morning? Everything good with you? I got to talk to you, Aunt. Aunt Mo, I'm coming back. Comedy starts April the 23rd, the Bowie Center for Performing Arts. We start on April the 23rd, my brother. Oh, yeah. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Hope y'all are doing well on this rainy Thursday here in the DMV. What part of the country you in? Let me know where you at. Brandy, how you doing this morning? Yeah, Tiger going back to win the Masters. He's going to tie for the most Masters wins. And he's also going after the most, wins ever. Something like that as well. Clint South Eastwood, what it do this morning? Louisville, Kentucky, how you doing? Tracy, we ain't know you was all the way down there in Louisville. How you doing, Louisville? Tracy, I did not know you was all the way in Louisville, Kentucky. I thought you was over here on the East Coast, sis. Good to see you. Joanne, how you doing? Washington, D.C. Represent Marissa over in Hyattsville. What up, Marissa? I want to open an art gallery in Hyattsville. What up, Augusta, Georgia? Landover. K-Dub? Is that K-Dub? How I say? Is that K-Dub? Casey Dub? Cleezy? How you pronounce your name? But you representing Bowie. I'm bringing my comedy show to the Bowie Center, Performing Arts Center. Bowie Performance Arts Center. Bowie Performance Arts Center. Right there on 450. Landover, what it do? Woodbridge, Virginia, what up? Landover, Lane. Now, Sherry, are you from Landover? Are you from Landover? Because it's two Landovers. There's Landover, then there's Landover. You understand what I'm saying? Good morning, what's up? Tony Wilson, how you doing? Chief Tomahawk, where you hitting us from, brother? Danny Blanco, where you from, Danny? represent, born and raised. Tracy in Louisville. Austin Noops, what up, Maurice? How you doing, Fi? Good to see you this morning. Dallas, Texas, checking in. Hey, Beth. What up, Beth? What up, Beth? I gotta hire Beth, everybody. Washington, D.C. Elise Van Dyke. Oh, Queese. What up, Queese? Queese Dub hitting us up from Bowie. Here in my adopted home of Bowie. Clinton, Maryland, what up? Temple Hills, what up? Rob Gray, what it do? Black ass Rob, yeah. Rob, what it do? Okay, so Danny Blanco is hitting us from Joint Base Andrews. Rob, I got you. Chuck Benner from Big Bad Baloo over in Southeast. How you doing this morning? Yeah, the Bowie Performance Arts Center, the Bowie Pack, is where I'm going to be. The new home of Joe Clair and Friends comedy show. Okay, Beth. Northwest DC checking in. Oh, what up, Kim? From the Yay. She from the Bay, but they call it the Yay. The Yay area. Yes, indeed. What up, Kim? I love the Bay. What city in the Bay you in? I got people from Berkeley. I got people from Oakland. I got people from Frisco. Of course, Vallejo, Valley Joe, and all that. I don't know, I'm gonna have to get out to the Bay sometime soon. This is Chevelle, all right, born in Baltimore, raised in Latham. You mean Lanham? Okay, you from Frisco. Well, good morning to you. All the way in the Bay. It's 6 o'clock in the morning out there. Good morning to you, Kimberly. How you doing? This is Joe Clair Live. I don't know, Kimberly, did they tell you the morning show theme song? Have you heard the morning show theme song, Kimberly? We're going to sing it for you right now. Everybody sing along when we turn the music up. Get your black ass up. Get your black ass up. You better get your black ass up. Get your black ass up. No Clair in the morning time. Happy birthday, Kim. Get your black ass up. Get your black ass up. Get your black ass up. All the way from the Bay. How you doing this morning? Get your black ass up. You better get your black ass up. Get your black ass up. And Google it, bitch. How the fuck is you doing? Get your black ass up. Get your black ass up. You better get your black ass up. Google it, bitch. That's right, all the way from the Bay. Happy birthday to you out there. Happy birthday to you this morning. Google it, bitch. That's not personal. That's just the saying that we have here at the Joe Clair Live. Google it, bitch. Yes, indeed. Danny Blanco from Joint Base Andrews. So listen. What up, Frankie French? How you doing? Comedy is coming back, Frankie French. I'm bringing comedy back. I'm not playing. You hear me? When y'all tell me when Jimmy Thomas gets in on here, I have been researching what's going on with the Percolator Coffee Company orders. And I am beefing with Shopify right now and my Shopify chain of command because things ain't going right. Alright? I hope the baby get to the live or see it later. Yes. Well, she's from the Bay. 47 years young. That's right. 47 years young. Give that woman a round of applause. Happy birthday. What zodiac sign is that? I'm not even here. I know my son's birthday is the end of this month and he's a Taurus. But when does Taurus start? When does Taurus start, everybody? Is that now? Is that right now? I'm still in Instagram jail. Oh, you're an Aries. All right, Aries season. All right, Aries season. So glad that you're here with us this morning on your birthday. Let's do a reel for Instagram since we still in Instagram jail, and let's sing the song. get your black ass up. You better get your black ass up. You better wake your black ass up. You better wake your black ass up. Joe Clair be live every morning on Facebook. Get your black ass up. Get your black ass up. You better wake your black ass up. I'm in Instagram jail. They won't let me go live, so get your black ass up. I'm on YouTube. Get your black ass up. You better wake your black ass up and Google it, bitch. Yeah, come on over to YouTube and Facebook. We having a good time every morning, 9 a.m. live, Joe Clair. I'm in Instagram jail. Get your black ass up. Drink some percolator coffee. Anyway, so I'm up. Whose grandfather? Destiny's grandfather would have been 85 today. May he rest in peace. And shout out to all the ancestors. We gotta give. Oh, let me turn this down. I'm sorry. Shout out to all the ancestors. Destiny's grandfather would have been 85 today. Good morning, Beth Robbins, who is doing the most for us over here at Joe Clair Live. Big shout out to you, Beth. I have to post this. I'm live on FB cause I'm in IG jail. IG jail and can't go live on her. On here, I'll put here. All right. Good morning. Today is Relationship Thursday, in case y'all ain't know. And all of this is being brought to you by ShareZo, the new ShareZo.com, a new way for comedians to monetize their lives. You understand? Anyway, I'm gonna tell y'all what, man. I love being me. I love being me. I swear to God I do. I really do. I do have stomach problems though, but I love being me. Yeah, y'all gotta put some money on my IG books. Send me a kite, I need some oodles and noodles. I'm in IG jail. Today is Relationship Thursday. And what we gonna talk about on Relationship Thursday, Joe? Will and Jada. We gonna talk about Will and Jada. We're going to talk about Will and Jada. We're going to talk about Will and Jada. Why are we talking about Will and Jada, Joe? Because I have a different perspective on that, and we're going to talk about that today on Relationship Thursday. I was out last night at a comedy show. Anthony Murphy said, "Why? You wanna know why I'm in Instagram jail, Aunt Mo?" They flagged my account on Instagram because of a post I put up in 2020, in the middle of the pandemic. I got flagged for reposting something about swallowing Tide Pods. Remember when Trump said that bleach would do it? Bleach would take care of COVID. I reposted a meme that said that had Clorox pods, and it said now it was called something like Clorox chewables or something, being silly. And they say that is endangering people's lives, and they banned me from going live my live privileges. I'm telling you the truth. What up, Destiny? Destiny's over on YouTube. My YouTube channel is growing. So yeah, that's how they would not allow me. They would not allow me to go live, and that was it over there. So we'll be over here. We'll be over here. As they impose more rules, I will change my tactics. You feel what I'm saying? Go ahead with that shit, Danny Blanco. I will. That's the other. You know what? That is the other catchphrase for this morning show. The other catchphrase for this morning show is go ahead with that shit, Danny Blanco. That's the other catchphrase over here. Go ahead with that shit, Danny Blanco. Good morning, Wisdom. Anyway, I got TikTok. We got 678 followers on YouTube. We almost at 1,000. I need to go to get to 1,000. I remember we was at 200. We were at 200 at the beginning of this year. And now we're at 648. Slowly but surely, we are getting there. Almost there. Take your time. Why people don't want to talk about Will and Jada? I do, because I'm in a marriage. The married people need to break this down. All the single people like, fuck no, and Amo like, fuck no. We don't need to talk about Will no more. Well, here's the thing. I have a little insight into why Will is acting the way that he is acting. And I don't mean just with the smack. I mean with the overall, all of it. Because Will and I have something in common. Will Smith and I have something in common in our marriages. Can y'all guess what it is? Can y'all guess what Will Smith and I have in common in our marriages? Huh? Huh? There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Did Jada say he overreacted for real? Clint South Eastwood? Yes, indeed. And this Baltimore love is something else. I'm telling y'all right now, this Baltimore love is something else. Y'all don't understand Baltimore love. You hear me? Y'all don't understand what's going on with the Baltimore love. Do you hear me? Y'all don't know like I know about this Baltimore love. You hear me? Do you hear me? Y'all don't understand this Baltimore love thing, because this Baltimore love is something else. We got to get into it on Relationship Thursday. We got to get into it on Relationship Thursday. But first, I want to show y'all this small little clip. Let's let this run right fast.
What?
It looks like you're enjoying yourself. Oh, yeah, that looks like you're enjoying. Okay, you okay? You
I'm okay.
okay? How is it?
What? What?
It looks like you're enjoying yourself. Oh, yeah, that looks like you're enjoying. Okay, you okay? You
I'm okay.
okay? How is it?
What?
So I had to run that this morning. I had to run that for y'all this morning. We need some laughs over here. Alternate, you wrong. Yeah, that poor baby almost went to heaven on that one. The poor baby almost seen Jesus. Oh. Let me run that one more time, because that thing had me crying. Hold on. One more time. Hold on, where it go?
What?
It looks like you're enjoying yourself. Oh, yeah, Alex. I think you're enjoying. Okay, you okay? You
I'm okay.
okay? How is it?
What?
Yeah, poor baby. That's how I was when my mother started cooking. So I told y'all yesterday that my mother was vegetarian. My aunt was vegan. There's a difference. You understand? We was vegetarian. My aunt was straight up vegan. So we would eat eggs and maybe some cheese. So my aunt wouldn't eat anything. She wouldn't eat dairy. She wouldn't eat she was vegan, nothing processed, no nothing, just all damn near raw food. That she was like, that was something else. So had to show y'all that. And then real quick for Scherzo, just so y'all can see that Scherzo is real and it's not a game. Look at that right there. That just went up yesterday over on Scherzo. Our first major comedy special. Lil Duval's comedy special is over on Scherzo. It's live. $7. Go follow Lil Duval over on Scherzo. Go follow my man John Russell. He's a producer, and he had a Lil Duval special. Duval has signed off on this one. So we have our first thing popping off is a Lil Duval special that you can't find anywhere else. It's exclusive on Scherzo. Go to Scherzo.com and sign up, get your account, and start watching. It's the new place for black comedy. I'm trying to tell you. Scherzo.com is the new place on the internet for black comedy. And we launching it off with a Lil Duval special popping off. I've got a special over there. And somebody said, is he considered to be a comic? Yeah. I've been telling jokes with Duval for 20 years now. Shit, longer than 20 years. I met Duval in 98. Yeah, so shit, 20-something years. Lil Duval been doing the thing. You understand? So go to Scherzo.com. Simone Fowler, love the brother in the wheelchair. His name, he just passed away too. That was Damon Rosier. Damon Rosier on the Joe Clair and Friends comedy special. He's a brother in a wheelchair, and he did a comedy bit about a wheelchair stripper. Then when he rode across a thing like that. Anyway, so make sure you check me out. Go to Scherzo.com, everybody. Scherzo.com. Scherzo.com is the new place for black comedy on the internet. And like I said, Lil Duval special just went up yesterday. It's exclusive on Scherzo.com. You can go and find people that you already know, and you can find new comedians who are emerging through this platform. It is Scherzo.com. I'm trying to tell you something real, something new. Y'all get in on the ground floor. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, Lil Duval is a big deal. Anyway, everybody, so 9:27 in the morning time, brought to you by the Percolator Coffee Company. The Percolator hoodies are in the Percolator. You go to percolatorcoffee.com and you can get yourself a hoodie Ha 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 ha. Just got my new hoodie. Danny Blanco had a great question. Can I sign up to be a comedian on ShareZone? Yes, you can, Danny. That's what it's made for. You can go open yourself an account, set yourself up, and start making comedy content. Now, here's what I will say with that. Once you make an account and you say you're a comedian, you better be funny. Because ShareZone's gonna kick your ass off if you go over there bullshitting with their platform. You understand? You're gonna be in ShareZone jail. But yeah, Danny Blanco, that's what it's made for. Trinette asks, how much is ShareZone a month? Trinette, ShareZone doesn't cost you anything to sign up. You pay for the content. It's a way for comedians to monetize our content. That's why my special is over there. Cause Netflix isn't calling. Yeah, Netflix isn't calling Trinette. Hulu, I tried Hulu, they didn't call me back. I tried Tubi, they didn't call me back. I went to Amazon Prime, and they didn't call me back either. So, so we are over on ShareZone. Ladies and gentlemen, my good friend, my dear sister has entered the Joe Clair Morning Live. Her name is Dion Scott. I call her Puck. Hey, baby. What up, Puck? Her and my sister were good friends because it was black ass Puck and black ass A. Black ass Adrian and black ass Puck. Puck, what up? Good morning, baby love. Good to see your face. How you doing? How you doing, Puck? I ain't seen you in forever. Anyway, everybody, yeah, so you go to ShareZone, you sign up. It is free to join, and then you get to support comedians on their terms. You understand what I'm saying? We are doing it our way over on ShareZone.com. I love you too, Puck. It is 9:30 in the morning time. Joe Clair Live over here on Facebook and the good YouTube. Brought to you by Puck. This is my coffee brand. It's called the Percolator Coffee. The Percolator Coffee Company. We behind on some of these orders. Some of the Percolator Coffee orders got messed up in the supply chain, and I am working hard as the president of the Percolator Coffee Company. I am working hard to take care of every order that has come through that has gotten fucked up. I'm gonna get it all unfucked up today. We gonna get your orders unfucked up today. You understand what I'm saying? Anyway. Anyway. So yes, I have a Baltimore wife. And Will Smith has a Baltimore wife. And Makisha, I'm tightening up. That's what I'm in the middle of doing, Makisha. I came in this shit kind of lackadaisical. And I'm realizing that if I'm going to be the owner and operator of this company, I have got to be tighter. And it's a learning curve. So thank you all for your early support. And 10, 15, 20 years from now, when the Percolator coffee is being sold in all the stores, and you can go down the street to the Percolator coffee, not Starbucks, you can go get yourself some Percolator coffee at the Percolator coffee store. You'll understand that I tightened all the way up, Makisha. You gonna understand I'm tightening it up, but this is the beginning for me. So yeah, I got a, what up, Yetta? I got a Baltimore wife, everybody. And I tell stories about she and I. And when I saw Jada not get up and have any reaction when Will got up out of his seat to smack Chris Rock. And when I saw, and I remember how nonchalantly Jada announced the entanglement. And I see how she talks on the Red Table Talk. It made me think of my own, it makes me think of my own marriage. Baltimore is a different kind of place than what I grew up knowing. I grew up in DC. For those who are outside of the Baltimore, DC area, let me give y'all a little history. DC and Baltimore, the black folks between DC and Baltimore do not come together. We see them as one thing and they see us as one thing. We point the finger at Baltimore, Baltimore points the finger at us. It wasn't until I went away to Morgan State University that I started to understand Baltimore and fell in love with Charm City. I have an affinity for Baltimore. I love Baltimore. I love everything about it. The beautifulness and the ugliness, just like we have here in our city in DC, same in Baltimore. The triumphs that I know about Baltimore, the things that I see people do that are great in Baltimore, and then I see some of the things that plague black communities everywhere. Same things happen in Baltimore, and so they have a hold on my heart and my mind. So much so that when I met this woman who I am married to here in DC, and found out she was from Baltimore, I didn't bat an eye. Didn't bat an eye at all. And I didn't go, oh, you from Baltimore, you crazy. I didn't do any of that. My wife has a level of class and a level of awareness that you look for in a woman, wherever she's from. And that's what started attracting me to her. I hate when I got shit on my hoodie. She has a level of class and awareness that, you look for in a wife. And I didn't care where she was from. But then, as we started dating, and I got to know this woman, and we started spending our time together, started making our life together, I started realizing some things that were just specifically Baltimore. And some, she just had some traits that were specifically Baltimore. That I would just say that's some Baltimore shit right there to her. You feel me? She says shit to me, that's that DC shit you on from time to time. But, my wife do Baltimore shit. My wife would make one glass of tea. Y'all know how, how you got Lipton tea mix? And you can make Lipton tea. It would be me and the kids. And my wife would get up, put some of that Lipton tea mix in her glass, water, stir it, ice, and sit back down at the table. And would sit back down at the table like nothing's wrong. I'd be like, it's a whole family sitting right here. How come you ain't make everybody a cup of tea? She'd make one glass of iced tea. I'm hot. You make 1 glass of iced tea. You can't make 1 glass of iced tea when it's a whole family having dinner. That's like making 1 glass of Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying? That's like making 1 glass of Kool-Aid when everybody's sitting here. I said, that's that Baltimore shit right there. I said, that's that Baltimore shit right there. Well, nigga, if you wanted some tea, you should have asked me for some tea. I didn't know tea was an option, number 1. Number 2, but wouldn't you just make your husband a glass of tea? Wouldn't you make everybody a glass of tea? Could you see your grandmother having dinner and not making your grandfather a glass of tea? Especially since it's Lipton mix. It's just Lipton mix. Just make the picture for everybody. 1 glass of Kool-Aid. That's some selfish shit. That's not how you build a family. That's not how you make traditions happen. That's not how you keep things together. That's ladies. So look, a lot of women sitting here saying, don't do that. Don't do that. That is going all against the ancestors. That's wrong. That goes against Black History Month and traditions. I'm telling all of y'all right now, all of y'all sitting there saying, yeah, fuck no, don't do that. Don't do that. That's why the divorce rate is high. That's putting a crack in the foundation. Nah, that's some selfish shit. Don't do that. Don't do that. Do not do that. You are fucking up the Oh, I'm sorry. So Simone said she done already cooked. No, I was the one who had cooked dinner. So she sat down at the table after I cooked dinner. And me and the kids are sitting there and made 1 glass of tea. Don't do that. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Do not do that. Don't do that. You gotta make a picture. Thank you, Tracy. You make a picture of tea. You understand what I'm saying? You make yourself a picture of tea. You understand? You gonna fuck up the ancestors over some Lipton. Thank you, Trinette. Don't wake up the ancestors over some Lipton tea. Y'all sitting saying, yeah, nah. I done cooked dinner. Y'all sitting, and that's the other thing we gotta talk about, the sister circle. Boy, y'all would defend a woman to the end. She was wrong. Don't do no shit like that. I said, that's that Baltimore shit right there. That is that Baltimore shit right there. I said, no, don't you do that shit right there. Right. This is how it's supposed to go. This is how you keep a family together. You make a picture of tea and then a picture of red Kool-Aid. That's how you do that right there. And look at Tanisha. Tanisha say, my husband don't drink Lipton, so that's why I do it. Tanisha, make that man some Lipton even if he don't drink it. Even if he don't, just make it for him and let that be part of your love language. All right? Let that be part of your love language. Because on some real shit, while I'm sitting here joking, those small things are what make a marriage. It ain't the big shit that makes a relationship. It's the little things that make the relationship. You understand what I'm telling you? You make some you make those small sacrifices, and that's what makes the relationship. I said your love language. You make that part of your love language. Even if he don't never drink the tea, just make the tea. It's the little things. I'm trying to tell y'all some real shit. You ever watch divorce proceedings? and you find out what's going on with the couple and why they having all these issues. It comes down to the little shit. She didn't appreciate me. Well, how did you know she didn't appreciate you? And then they start bringing up these kinds of things. She wouldn't make me no motherfucking tea. For 25 years, you know, see what Mercedes said. Do y'all see what Mercedes said right there? Listen. Look at that right there. Look at that right there. Destiny, we're going to talk about Destiny, you not married anymore? We're going to talk about that in a second. We're going to talk about that in a second, Destiny. Now, Mercedes says, I make my hubby's lunch every day for work. Listen. Listen to me, everybody. Listen, ladies. Fellas, y'all listen too. I hear what you're saying, Destiny. I'm going to talk to you in a second, my sis. I'm sorry. I don't want to make light of that situation. But Mercedes says, I make my hubby's lunch every day for work. I'm going to tell you something real. When I feel, ladies, if you make your husband's lunch, he feels like you're sending a king. You're sending a king out the door. We think to ourselves and we say to the world, I am fucking worth it. I am a fucking king. My wife, I know it's one person in this motherfucker that care about me, and it's that lady right there. And I'm gonna go and I'm gonna show off out in the world for her. You understand? You understand? Do you understand? That little bit right there is how a kingdom gets built. What did the queen do? The queen made sure that the motherfucker ate every day. That's what the queen did. You feel what I'm saying? That's what the queen did. That's all the fuck you gotta do. Sometimes that's all you gotta do. Make a nigga some lunch. No, of course, we like fucking too. But that's a whole nother. Make a nigga some. Make a nigga some lunch. We be sice. Hey, Lord Land. Remember my wife made breakfast and didn't set a plate one day for me. And I had to explain to her, set me a plate. Even if I ain't about to eat, set a plate right there. So I know we are us. That's what makes we us. You understand? Frankie French say, what if you're a wife with 2 full-time careers? Here's what I want to say. I need to know that I'm a priority. Just like you know that your priority and just like you know he choose you over his mother, I need to know that you choose me over them jobs. That's the answer. That's your answer, Frankie French. Whatever you gotta do, make sure that I know that I'm a priority over them jobs. Just like he makes sure that you know you're a priority over the world. Like he paying the bills. You know, he's not out in the streets no more. He's home. Cause a man's love is life. This is the saying. A man's love is life. A woman's life is love. Right? And it is in our nature to stay out in the streets. It is in our nature to be out the door. It's in our nature to be all over the place. And when we stop and we settle down, that is us making you a priority over the world. We have stopped the world for your ass. So in return, you make sure you stop your world for his ass. Please understand. You still understand, Frankie? Please. And that's the 1-2 of it, Frankie. Real shit. We gotta know that we a priority, and when we don't feel like a priority, just like when you don't feel like a priority in his life, there's a problem, right? Now, what you say? When a man got 2 jobs, but he still makes sure that you're taken care of, y'all say he's a good man, right? So when a woman got 2 jobs and that's a good woman. When a woman got 2 jobs and she can't take care of that man, the women still, after the divorce bit, after you done broke down and had a divorce and everything, then the women say, well, you should have been taking care of your man. You feel what I mean? So, Frankie, this is precaution. You put him, just make sure he's a priority. And just let him feel it. Not that you gotta, spend 2 hours a day taking care of him, but small things to let him know that he is still a priority is what you gotta do for that. Real talk. That's real shit, because women, let's be real. After the divorce, and then everything breaks down, it be 6 months after the divorce, and then one of your girlfriends say, well, you could have let one of them jobs go and James would still be here. Bitch, why you ain't say that when he was here? You understand? So I'm telling you now, make sure that he knows he's a priority. And fellas, you gotta make sure that she knows she's a priority. But ladies, I'm telling you right now, when we settle down, that's us making you a priority. We choosing you over the rest of the world. Because men, we hunters and conquerors by nature. And stopping that and coming in the house with you is cutting it all the way off. Anyway, we got to talking about this because of Will and Jada. What happened, D? Hold on. Let's go back to D. D said my lady had 1 job and that was too much. I broke out. So you divorced D? You said it was over. You couldn't take it no more? Huh? You couldn't take it no more? Myron. Fella, stop making that lady pump gas while your ass sitting in the car. That shit burns me up. I guarantee you, Myron, any man who is letting that lady pump gas or making her pump gas while he's still sitting in the car will not be in that relationship long. That relationship will not stand around. It won't be long. She's either on her way out or this is a new relationship. But she's by the 3rd time she's sick of this shit too. And they're not gonna be in a relationship long. You feel what I mean? You feel what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You understand what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? Pump the gas. Open the door for the lady. You understand what I mean? Now, marriage is a job. Yes, it is. Marriage is definitely a job. But love ain't. The marriage, yes. That's the job part. Love ain't a job. Love ain't it. Hold on. Let's get to Stacy. Stacy, as I said, some women accept that shit. But don't no woman accept it for long, Stacy. You've never heard of a woman saying, I was in a marriage for 10 years and this motherfucker made me pump the gas. No, she stayed for a year. And then she was like, I'm taking me and my children and we out. Because pumping gas, that pumping gas part is only a symptom of some much deeper shit going on in their relationship. So you never heard of a woman staying in no relationship for 15 years and this motherfucker made her pump the gas. No. That don't happen. And I don't care what the woman's esteem level is, she gets the fuck out of that relationship quick. They get the fuck out of that relationship. Don't nobody accept that shit for long, Stacy. That's why I said when you see a man sitting in the car and the woman pumping the gas, either this is a new relationship, right? Or she is on her way out. Either this is a new relationship and this shit just started happening, or she is on her way out of this relationship. Not staying in that shit. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Tamara. I'm sorry to hear that, Tamara. What up, cousin Don? So, those little things count. My love language, I guess. Beth, don't you open no door for no man. Hold on, Beth. No, Beth, you doing too much. Don't you open no door for no man. Don't you open no door. If you open the door for him and he don't say thank you, because hell nah, he ain't gonna say thank you. You're not supposed to be opening doors. That's like, don't do that for him. Don't you open no motherfucking door for him. Don't you do that, Beth. Hell nah. Don't you open no door for no man. Fuck no. Anyway, it's the small things that make a relationship work. My love language is getting shit for my wife. I go get her everything. Can you run? Yes. So much so that it wasn't until about, maybe we've been together for 15 years, 13 of them married. And it wasn't until about maybe 2 or 3 years ago that I would have lunch. I would be out if I knew, so she works from home. And if I'm out and I'm about to have lunch and I'm by myself, I would call her and say, do you need lunch? I'd be all the way across town, some motherfucking way. And I felt so guilty eating by myself that I would call her. She'd be like, would you motherfucker eat? I'd be like, but baby, I don't even feel right. Like I wouldn't feel right sitting down and eating without her. The shit just didn't, it just didn't feel right. So I would call her and say, should I would call her, baby, do you need lunch? Do you need some lunch, baby? She'd be like, you are 45 minutes away. Go ahead and eat your lunch. It's fine if you eat lunch by yourself. You know what I mean? And for a long time, for the first decade of our marriage, I would not do that. Look at Tammy. And there you go with that bullshit. Talking about whipped. That's silly. Nah, that's me taking care of our relationship. That's me oh, you wasn't talking to me, was you, Tammy? Or was you saying I'm whipped? If that's the case, then that's the case. But are y'all talking to me? Or talking to each other? Are y'all talking to? So Tammy Green says I'm whipped, right? So Tammy, let me explain that to you. My love language for her was she and I eat together because my life is so hectic that the time that I could spend was usually at meals. So I felt guilty having a meal without her or making sure that she ate, right? Now, Tammy says that is that whipped, everybody? Am I being whipped? Or, Tammy, I saw that as me taking care of our relationship. We want to get to 30, 40 years of marriage. The only way you can get to 40 years of marriage is by taking care of it every day. And if you're going to take care of it every day, you need to take care of it every hour, just like you do your job. You know what I'm saying? Just like your job, your career. If you want a 50-year career, you got to take care of that motherfucker every day, right? Well, the way I saw it, if I'm going to stay married, I got to take care of that motherfucker every day, which means at lunchtime, I'm thinking about her. I'm making sure she's straight. At least that's how I saw it. I had to make sure she was straight because ain't she my other half? I mean, tell me where I'm wrong. Tammy, since you done called me whipped, Tammy. No, being whipped is a bad thing. Now, being whipped is some bullshit. Whipped is when you a sucker for your wife. When you out here doing punk ass shit. I don't think checking up on my wife at lunchtime was some punk ass shit. Now, being whipped is not checking her. Being whipped is when you don't check her work husband. You understand? Now, that's being whipped. I gotta reverse it. Don't be pussy whipped. You whip that pussy. Pop, 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 pop. You understand? So that was just me. That was me checking up on her. And my philosophy is marriage has to be taken care of every single day. And I am not in a traditional marriage like my grandmother and grandfather had. I'm in a modern marriage that me and my wife have. My marriage is different than their marriage. And my marriage, both of us have jobs. Both of us have careers. She has just as much education as I have. She has just as much earning potential as I have. So, me checking up on her was me taking care of our marriage. Me coming in the house every day is me taking care of my marriage. I come to fuck in the house because I could be in the streets. It's real easy for me to be in the streets. And I've seen my brothers throw away good marriages. I've seen my brothers throw away their legacy out here fucking around in the streets. You know what I mean? And I was like, I got a modern marriage. I've married a modern woman. My wife thinks this way. She doesn't think that way. She doesn't think, she doesn't think, you know, she and I are more equal than that. So I was like, I got to take care of this shit. I got to take care of this shit every day. You got to. You ain't gonna get through 30 years of marriage not taking care of this shit. I swear for God. If you don't take care of this shit, it'll get stale and dry up. And then you wake up one morning and you in a funky, fucked up marriage. You be like, how did we get here? Because it's like a plant. You gotta water that motherfucker every day. You gotta water him just like a plant, just like your kids. You gotta take care of it every day. That's how the shit go every day. Marriage takes work. And because of the responsibilities that we have to find those moments to connect in the midst of doing life. Yeah, you got to do your life. And look at Danny Blanco. Marriage is for suckers. Marriage might be for suckers, Danny Blanco, but legacy ain't. See, legacy is not for suckers. You understand what I mean? Legacy is not for suckers. Legacy ain't for suckers. And so Danny Blanco, let me explain something to you. Our idea, most men's idea of marriage is antiquated. Most men's ideas of marriage is antiquated. We have a backwards ass way of thinking as marriage. Right? Thinking of marriage. You say marriage is for suckers, but taking care of your legacy is not for suckers. And holding a strong woman down for her life and building a life with her, no, that's not for suckers. You feel what I mean? That's not for suckers. My legacy is her family and my family coming together to form a bond that's gonna go into the future. You feel what I mean? Sharing a life together is more than just complaining about pussy and money. Sharing a life together is about real connection and making something real happen in those years that you all are together. Some shit that you can stand on. So just like you look back and reference your grandmother and your grandfather's marriage. I need my ancestors, I need my descendants to be able to look back at she and I. You understand? And that takes a fucking real man to do, because she's a modern woman and can make her own motherfucking money. She don't need me in her life. And just like I'm a man, I can go make my own, I don't necessarily need her in my life. But for our legacies to mean something together, we need each other. We a team and a half over this motherfucker. We need each other at the end of the day, especially when it comes to them two beautiful children that she laid up on that table and gave me. Remember, don't forget this part. She risked her life to deliver children for me, Danny. You understand what I'm saying? Hold on a second now. Let's think about it. Let's think about it. A guy told me one day was that, Joe, never forget. You know, we was going back and forth about something. And he said, Joe, never forget, never, ever, ever forget that she laid up on that table and risked her life to give you them two beautiful babies that carry your name, carry your legacy, that's out in the world making you proud. Don't you ever forget that, Joe. Don't you never forget that. So on the days when I'm all caught up in whatever the fuck it is that I'm sitting here complaining about in the marriage, I keep that little thing in the back of my head, Danny. She risked her life for me, man. And a guy who don't remember that might be an ungrateful son of a bitch. You understand what I mean? Ladies, if you with a guy who forgets that, make sure you send him a little note. Send him a little note. Don't yell at him. Don't tell him. Just send him a little note. I want you, here's a reminder. Here's a loving reminder that I brought your children into this world and I risked my life doing it. He might not appreciate that, but a real one will. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I mean? Are y'all with me this morning? Give me a thumbs up if y'all with me this morning. Oh shit. I ain't realized it was 10 o'clock. All right, it's time to get out of here. I'll be back. I ain't realized it was 10 o'clock. I'll be back tomorrow. Yeah, I'll be black tomorrow. Get your black ass up. Uh-huh. 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 You understand? Uh-huh. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Makisha, we're going to have to talk about that, Makisha. We're going to have to talk about that. Mercedes, I'll see you tomorrow. Y'all going to have a great day. Namaste, everybody. Yeah, I got into that deep thought. We're going to talk more about this next Thursday. I'll see y'all next week. Namaste, everybody. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Namaste, everybody. All right? All right. Sharezo.com.